Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to complete the week 4 Awakening challenge for Wolverine, which wants you to launch off all the Sentinel hands without touching the ground. Now, I'm not going to lie, I think it's pretty safe to say that for the most of us, this isn't the easiest of all the challenges they could have given us. And just to get a question out of the way, nope, you will not be awarded this challenge if you do it in Battle Labs, so hopefully that saves some of you out there a little bit of time. But anyway, this is one of those challenges that I think is far better explained via a demonstration rather than with words. So let me get to simply showing you how to complete this challenge right now. First of all, if you don't know where these sentinels are located or what sentinel hands you're supposed to be bouncing off of anyhow, you can see the sentinel graveyard located right here on your map. That little area where there's a bunch of what looks like robot guts basically scattered around a bunch of hills, that's the sentinel graveyard. And that's where you're going to need to go. And if by some chance you've never been there, or if you've just never really taken the time to look around, these grotesquely oversized dead robots, some of them have these round purple things on the palms of their hands which double up as sort of air vents, which if you get over or in front of them, they kind of like propel you in the air and send you flying over to somewhere else. So since a couple of these purple propulsion pad things are positioned kind of funky, I think that's what makes this challenge a little challenging. And I think also that the key is kind of the order that you choose to bounce off of these things as well. So in light of that, I invite you to watch the next piece of footage very closely so that you can better see how to go about completing this challenge in what I personally found to be the most effective fashion. First, I'm going to show you this first person, or rather regular gameplay POV. As you can see, when I completed the challenge finally, I went right to it directly from the battle bus. You definitely don't need to do that yourself. You can absolutely land somewhere else first and then head over to the Sentinel graveyard whenever you're ready. But what you do want to pay attention to is the order in which I do this, but also the angles that I take as well. So let's just take a second or two to view that. So here we are. I've jumped out of the bus and I'm going right to the Sentinel graveyard. Here's hand 1. And 2, and 3, 4, 6. And then this is a replay, so you can't really see it now, but it was right at this moment that I got that pop-up in the upper left-hand corner of my screen letting me know that this challenge was successfully complete. So that is essentially how it's done. But in case that wasn't the most clear view possible, take a look also at this aerial view right here. This will help you to kind of much better see the order in which I personally went. FYI, what you're seeing now, I made sure that the top of the screen does correspond with the north part of the map, and so forth. So it's a little bit small, but here I am coming in right now, and I'll just go ahead and I'll circle each of the hands, or bounce pads, or whatever you want to call them, as I bounce off of each one. So again, there you have your first bounce pad. Which propels you over here. This is your second. Then fly over to number 3, which takes you to number 4. And to your 5th. And finally, your 6th and last one is going to be right here. And at this point, you should be getting that challenge completed pop-up on your screen that we just talked about. As always, if you don't see it, but you have done it right, pause your game at some point once you're saved to see if they gave it to you. And hopefully, like worst case scenario, you'll be able to see that it was completed once you're out of the game. That's of course if you did the challenge correctly. Now remember that with this one, 2 things you need to make sure of is that you hit all 6 of the bounce pads required and that you do not touch the floor at any point in between doing so. Those are really the only requirements that they have, but considering the fact that this isn't the easiest challenge they could have presented us with, I hope that my demonstration is helpful to some of you people out there. If it has been helpful, or if you simply have made it this far, please hit like and also subscribe to the channel to see more. I'm absolutely eternally grateful for every thumbs up and for every subscriber. Thank you all so much. That's it for me. Happy gaming, and I will see you next time.